Hey, what's going on everyone? Orange Hood back again today doing something a little bit different. You can see we got a little bit more of a neater setup going on now. But today I wanted to discuss the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy pre-release box. It's an amazing little kit, and I had so much fun at the pre-release that I wanted to share with you what I got, what you get in the pre-release, and let's just take a look. So moving on, I decided to keep it a little bit neat, so I folded in these edges, but I'm just gonna shake a little bit to get out. So you pull out the box, and you open it up, and it opens up to reveal the first boss that you fight in Final Fantasy 1. You get some tokens on the sides there and on the middle there, but I don't want to take them out because I want to keep the box as nice and neatly as I can. So I'm going to put that off to the side. So this is the box that you get. It's a very nice, neat box. Obviously, you can see you got your white mage here and your party. It's very nice. Opening it up, these are from previous games. These are not included. These are like little counter things. I put them in here because it's nice and neat. But at the event, we were given a D10 nice crystal blue dice. You can get a D20 crystal blue dice from these kits, but I was not lucky enough to get one. But I know you can get one from the collectors. Like there's a collector's box with Ifrit and Bahamut on it from Final Fantasy 16. You can get it in that, and it looks really cool. You get a collector's pack in that as well, a full collector's pack. I was lucky enough to get the dice that I wanted aside from the blue one, the red-black one. I know you can get every main land color. It's very nice, as you can see. It's very cool. And included in the kit, you get 6 of these packs. Now, this is a pack that has already been opened, but I decided to keep one of them to share with you guys because my stuff's not going to be here for a little bit longer. You get one of these. It's a play booster pack, and you get 15 cards in this pack. Let's put that off to the side. And you also get this. I decided to keep my version of this. This is the pre-release promo card. So in this, you get your, I think it's Commander. I'm a little bit new to Magic the Gathering, so I'm not 100%. But it's in this box, and when we get to seeing it, I will show it to you. Additionally, you also get this little divider. This is from Final Fantasy 1, I believe, as well. I have not played Final Fantasy 1. I've played 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 14, a little bit of 15, and 16. So I played a lot of them, but not all of them. I'm definitely going to be going ahead and trying to get through the rest of the Final Fantasies if possible. So let's put that off to the side, and let's empty out our cards. So you're probably guessing that this is a lot more than what you'd get, because you get 6 packs times 15. You can do the math. I'm not going to bother doing that. But they also gave away 2 free extra packs for attending the event, and you were able to buy up to 4 of the play booster packs. So I took full advantage of that, and I played with the I paid the amount that I needed to get the cards. Additionally, you also get this building a pre-release deck like little instruction sheet, because at a pre-release you are required to build with the cards you get. You're on a strict time limit. It was my first ever pre-release, my first ever event like this. And say you get just given this, you have to build with the cards that are in that deck. It's a brilliant experience. Everyone's new to the set, if you would. It's such a fun time. I had so much fun interacting with other people at the event. Such a great experience. I'm definitely going to be planning to go to the Spider-Man pre-release, because that was such a good experience. I can't wait to go to the other one. And you best believe that when the Spider-Man Magic the Gathering cards drop, I will definitely be attending those. So, moving on. So this, as I said, teaches you how to combine and create a deck. And on the other side is a nice picture again of the first boss that we face in Final Fantasy 1. But it also teaches you a little bit about your mana curve and your mana cost and all that stuff. Recommended to have about 17 lands. I will go ahead and show you the deck that I've been playing with mostly. It has been a little bit tweaked, because since I've come home from the event, I've altered it a little bit, and I bumped it up to a 60-card deck, because that's what me and my friend were running at the time when we were here. But I have a rough idea of which cards I included in my base build, if you would. So that's really neat, and you can keep that and you can do whatever, but I'm going to put that off to the side. So, as you can see here, we got a multitude of cards here. There's so many. And I believe that there's 5 different elements you can have. You can have blue, white, red, green, and black. You get a good variety in every pack. You get some equipment. Again, I'm still new to Magic the Gathering, but I'm enjoying what I'm playing. And I'm having a lot of fun whilst doing it. Additionally, this is a good... Oh, right, I'll keep that one side because that's important. You also have the ability to pull some of these art cards. I didn't manage to pull this art card, my friend did, but he knows how much I love Final Fantasy VII, so he gave them to me. But I did manage to pull this Sephiroth, and I also managed to pull someone from a Final Fantasy I'm not familiar with, but also Barrett, so I was very pleased. A little bit gutted, my boyfriend pulled Cloud's Limit Break with like this, and I was so jealous. I really want to get it off him, but it's going to cost a lot, I know that. But moving on, I mentioned how you get this pack, and you get 1 pre-release promo card. My promo card was the Wandering Minstrel from Final Fantasy XIV. This is the guy you go to, you know, get your summons going. You go to him to fight Bahamut, all that type of stuff. I believe it's Bahamut. No, it's the weapons. It might be both. I can't remember. It's been ages since I played Final Fantasy XIV. I have to get back on that. But he costs 1 green, 1 blue, and then to activate his extra ability, you need 3 any lands, but then you need 1 of every type to activate it. And that is other creatures you control get plus X until the end of turn, where X is the number of towns you control. So this can be a very powerful card in the right hands. Also, a little neat thing here, I don't know if you can see, there might be a little bit of glare from the light, but it's got a little 2025 stamp, which is what you get for the promo cards, as you can see. The other cards don't have that. But it's really nice, it's a really nice card. My friend, I think, my friend pulled a Clive, I think it was? Pulled a Clive from one of his. Man, so lucky. Such a lucky pull. But yeah, most of these are just, you know, regular basic cards. Nothing super crazy. You do have some like pretty nice legendary creatures and all that. Some iconic instances. This is one of my favorite cards, the Suplex card. I really do enjoy that. I tried playing it the other day and it was very fun to pull off. I just removed something from the game. Very fun to play. We've got Demon Wall here. Haven't tried running this, but could be quite fun. Got some summons here. I really like the artwork on all of these cards, if I'm being completely honest with you. Zack, another fun one. I think he's actually in the deck I was running, so that could be cool to show you in a minute. But yeah, I collect a lot of cards. I collect, well, I used to collect the Opus cards and the One Piece cards, but I decided to stop because I just felt like I wasn't getting the worth out of it, you know? Like, I just felt like the artwork from some of the One Piece cards are just screenshots from the anime, and it's a little bit annoying if I do say so myself, because, like, you know, you're paying so much, you want something of a high quality, of a high caliber. I would rather pay a little bit more, because I think I paid £7 per pack, but that might vary as time goes on, because obviously they'll come down as the set actually gets officially released. But I want to pay for quality. Like, just compare this art to any One Piece card. I don't have one to hand, but you get the gist, you know? It's just, the quality is just so much better. And speaking of One Piece, since I didn't have my deck box at the time, I had to run this when we were at home, just to store my deck, because I couldn't actually fit all 60 cards in here with sleeves on. So I'm going to run through my deck. Please be kind, all the people who are hardcore Magic the Gathering players, because, again, this is the first deck I've ever built by hand. I do have the Otter deck where you can get the Otter, I think it's like pre-built deck. I'm not sure what the other one comes with, but it's like a red and blue deck that I've got. I had the red and blue. My friend had I think it was green and white, if I remember correctly. But yeah, please be easy on me, because obviously, as I said, I'm a little bit new to the thing. I haven't exactly tried building the deck properly. But this is my 60-card deck. I had a lot of fun running Lock. Lock was such a fun pull for me to get. As I said, yeah, Zack's still there. Who else did I get? I do have these really nice sleeves as well. They're the Opus 11 pre-release sleeves of Cloud on the Hearty Daytona. Oh, there's a card. Right, I remember at the pre-release, the way the format worked was we had to fight 3 rounds of different people. 2 rounds per person, and we had to fight about 3 people each turn, so it's about 6 games all in all. I remember I managed to pull Odin off on one of my games, and I did win, and it was such a fun experience. Odin destroys target creature an opponent controls, sorry. Very fun. And then Zentetsuken, the creature gains whenever the creature deals combat damage to a player. That player loses the game. Such a fun card. I can't believe I managed to get that off as well in the pre-release. I was so happy about that. But yeah, I got loads of lands. I've just had to sub in some of my Otter lands because I, at the moment, don't have any. Ooh, Sephiroth's Intervention. I'll talk about that one in a minute. And Jill. But yeah, I just don't have many lands at the moment. I have ordered some, but nothing super crazy. I'm just going through, siphoning through some of my favorite cards that I enjoy playing. Just trying to find some of the ones that I think of. Ooh, Vincent and Joshua. Oh, and the Genji glove as well. Oh, and screw it. We'll put the Buster Sword in as well. Might as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, and that one's a pretty fun use. Ooh. Right, we got a couple to talk about. We got a couple. So, this one is one of the ones I traded for, which I decided to include in my deck. Leviathan, such a great card to have on my field, especially if your opponent's gaining a lot of creatures and tokens and stuff. Leviathan's turn 1 is each creature that isn't a Kraken, Leviathan, Methrock, Octopus, or Serpent to its owner's hand. So that could be very, very powerful, especially if they've run an ultimate weapon. I'm just going off the cards I know, specifically because I've only played with a couple of pre-built decks, a deck my friend made, and the Final Fantasy deck. So I know there's a lot more other cards out there, but I'm just going off what I know. I know that he wasn't running any serpents or anything like that, so all of his creatures got returned to his hand. He played Diamond Weapon. It was a fantastic play. I was very happy to get that off. Overkill, target creature. Oh, I didn't even finish talking about Leviathan. It's turn 2 and turn 3 until the end of turn. Whenever a Kraken, Leviathan, Methrock, Octopus, or Serpent attacks, I can draw a card. So that's, again, a very useful card to have. Sadly, as well, nobody I know pulled a Cloud. I have bought the Commander Cloud. He will hopefully arrive here soon. And I'm hoping to be able to put him into my team, because I would love to run a Cloud. I'd love to build a deck around Cloud and Sephiroth. I have also got the pre-built Cloud and Sephiroth deck. That should be arriving on the 16th. I'm hopefully going to be doing a video on that as well, so that'd be cool. But Overkill, target creature gets minus 9,999 till the end of turn. Very useful, very powerful, that I enjoyed using. I was very lucky to get not 1, but 2 Genji equipments, or Genji gloves even. I gave the other one to my friend in exchange for some cards, but I kept the foil one. Equipped creature has double strike, so pair that with someone like Locke, who gets lifelink, or even Vincent, who we'll talk about in a minute. You can get some really strong combos. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap it. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. A very, very strong card, as I'm sure you can imagine. And since we're talking about equipments, may as well talk about the Buster Sword. So, I was leaping with joy at the pre-release when I pulled this. I definitely put it straight away into my deck. Equipped creature gets 3+2. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you can draw a card. Then you may cast a spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to that damage without paying its mana cost. Yeah, very, very powerful. And to be honest, I do forget that, because sometimes I have them equipped like this in the field, and I'll just forget to read it, or sometimes they're like this, and I'll just forget that I can even do things with the Buster Sword. I just remember because of the tokens. Well, since Vincent is in my hand, I may as well talk about him. He was my ride or die. Vincent Valentine was the guy who really came in clutch for me. Vincent managed to secure a lot of bags. He's a legendary creature assassin. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a 1/1 counter on Vincent Valentine equal to that creature's power. So if I can I play him, and then I play Sephiroth's Intervention on a diamond weapon, destroy target creature, and I gain 2 life with Sephiroth's Intervention. Diamond weapon is an 8/8. He gets +8/+8. He's a 10/10. Plus a Genji glove, he's hitting 20. You know, like, that's crazy. That's actually insane. Like, that's such a fun card. And you have the ability to transform him into his Galleon Beast. He gets Trample and Lifelink. So again, you're swinging. He's doing damage. When Galleon Beast dies, return it to the battlefield tapped, front face up. So he returns then to Vincent. And then also, if you've got Vincent's Limit Break, which I do have in one of my decks, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Another card I found very useful was this instant, Fight On. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. I often use this to return like Joshua and Vincent, maybe even Jill. Just a couple of good ones. Very useful. Or even Odin sometimes, as a matter of fact. Marlborough, a card which I actually only subbed out yesterday. Bad Breath. Whenever this creature enters, each opponent discards a card, loses 2 life, and exiles the top 3 cards of their library. Very powerful. He is a bit costly. He's a 6, 2 skull, 2 black, 2 for any mana. Yeah, I said that right. Yeah. But like he could be very powerful to remove cards and do stuff like that. Jill. These two came in clutch a lot of the times. Jill and Joshua. They both can transform. When Jill enters, return one of the target creature's non-land permanents to its owner's hand, and then I can transform it for 3 blank mana and 2 blue mana. And then you can transform her into Shiva. Upon the first 2 turns, she gets memorized. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. And turn 3, Cold Snap, tap all lands. Your opponent controls, exile Shiva, then return it to the battlefield front face up. These Final Fantasy 16 cards are very powerful. Like, this is like really strong cards, especially as well Joshua. Joshua enters, discard up to 2 cards. That's a bit of a rough one for me because I keep getting him on hands where I don't want to discard cards, so I can't play him. But again, for his transformation conditions, it's 3 blank energy, 1 red and 1 white. Exile Joshua and return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. For the first 2 turns, he gets Phoenix, deals 2 damage to each opponent, and it's the Rising Flames. And then turn 3, Flames of Rebirth, return any number of target creature cards with a total mana value of 6 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile Phoenix, then return it to the battlefield front face up. Very, very powerful. And now we'll probably talk about one of my favorite cards I definitely tried running at the pre-release. It's Locke. I was actually ready and prepared to trade this away because I know my friend loves Final Fantasy VI. But after playing with him at the pre-release, because we both agreed that we weren't going to trade until after the pre-release. After playing with him, I was praying he was going to pull him, and he did. So I actually ended up managing to keep Locke. He's got Death Touch and Lifelink. He may not even be the strongest card. There may be thousands more. I know Vivi's pretty strong, but I loved him. I love playing with him. I love getting his stats up. I love equipping him with a Buster Sword and stuff like that. He becomes very, very powerful. Whenever Lock Call deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. Very, very powerful, and I had a lot of fun. And he's a very cheap card. He's a 1 black, 1 blue, and 1 colorless. So he could be very useful. I didn't get many lands as well, which kind of sucks. But hey ho, that's the way it goes. So I was kind of restricted. They were kind though to be able to let you use whatever lands you wanted at the pre-release. They offered them out, but you did have to return them, which wasn't a problem. They were very kind. I would highly recommend going there. It was Geek Retreat Cardiff. Yeah, that's the place. I'll put a link in the description and an image on screen now. So yeah, so let's go ahead and pack things up and we'll show you everything in its total. So, after putting my primary deck out of my one-piece box and into my newly arrived deck box, it has to be black and orange, as you know. I personally, I would prefer if the other colors were inverted, so orange aside, black aside, but beggars can't be choosers. it's perfect. I could definitely see this becoming a very more sought after purchase for me. I think you can fit 200 non-sleeved cards, 150 single sleeved cards, and exactly 100 double sleeved cards. I'm definitely going to be getting double sleeved cards. I just need to wait for the things to arrive. I've decided to put Vincent on my front there because I do often use Vincent. He's usually my ride or die kind of guy. So I've definitely put him there. Although I might even decide to sub out Vincent for a Sephiroth or something. Just something to, you know, make it a little bit more visually interesting. So to wrap up, in the pre-release you receive a nice little deck box, 1 pre-release promo, 6 individual packs, along with however many cards that would be. You receive your instruction guide on how to build your pre-release deck, as well as a poster, and you receive your card. Not to mention as well, you also receive, if I could just get them out, you also receive your dice. There you go. So that's everything you would receive in the pre-release. And yeah, I would highly recommend, if they're not too expensive anymore, definitely going ahead and trying to pick one up, because I had so much fun. If you can pick up a pre-release for less than about 50 to 60, hell, I'd even say 70, you know, I would recommend it. I think the worth is there. You're getting a fantastic exclusive card from 2025. However, that is a gamble. There's no guarantee you're going to get anything good. I was going to be happy with anything 6, 7, or 14, even 16, to be honest, because those are my favorite Final Fantasies. 7, 6, and then 16. No, 7, 6, 14, then 16, in that order if I had to pick. But yeah, I would highly recommend it. But I would also highly recommend trying to get your butts down, trying to get something down to go and see the new pre-releases, because I would highly recommend you go and enjoy and have a good time, because I had such a fun time. We didn't even realize we were playing Magic for about 8 or 9 hours. Like, it was insane. We had so much fun. So try to get your asses down to the Spider-Man pre-release, because I know I am definitely going to be there. I am going to be excited to play more Magic, and I'm going to be trying to improve my deck. I cannot wait. Expect to see me open in the big storage box. I forgot what it's called. Deck box, that's the word. The Sephiroth and Lightning deck box. And I'm also going to be getting the, as I said, the Cloud and Sephiroth starter kit. So please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below if you want to see any more of these, if you had a fun time. I would be more than happy to talk more about Magic the Gathering, because I had so much fun. So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.